Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Semovente M43 Bassotto. It's a tier 6 Italian tank destroyer. It's located on the northeast corner of highway, I will get this right eventually, and it's under the command of Ohforfoxache of the W0P clan.
Let's get this show on the road.
Game on! Okay, now this tank can actually carry a variety of different guns. It's basically very similar in many ways to the Stug. And in fact, actually, it's a bit better in some ways. Well, at least some people think so. Now, why has he stopped and turned around to this heavy tank number 6? He was inspecting him, probably looking at all his armour and seeing if he could actually get penetration. Well, what can I tell you? Which one has he actually got? Well, we'll have to look at the alpha in order to work out which gun. And he's got a 360 alpha. And that means that I think the caliber is 102 millimeters. At least I'm checking to make that absolutely certain. Yep, it is 102. That's correct. 360 alpha. The penetration with standard APCR is 175 millimeters, and with the heat rounds, that's capable of 215 millimeters. So pretty strong and a lot of damage. He also has HE rounds, which he's using at the moment, because those ones are capable of 440 alpha and 45 millimeters of pen. And there are tier 6 tanks out there that he could damage. Tier 7 game with tier 6 tanks in it. If he was able to contact or hit one of those with fairly weak armor, such as an E25, the HE rounds would go through it, funnily enough, and through the Hellcat, and through the T78. The enemy has already lost the MT25. He was caught down by the bridge. It was the Super Hellcat who got him. Now he's just playing defensive to the cap area for the moment. That was a blind shot. Well, it's worth trying. They are only HE rounds. Got 55 rounds of capacity, so that's more than enough for the purposes. Cromwell B turned up near the bridge. He's under the overhang at the moment, and he's now popped out the other side. Yeah, the T71 certainly found him. And of course the T71DA with the auto cannon, well, it's not an auto cannon as such, but it's an auto loader. And he's extracting quite a few hit points. And he's got the Cromwell. Mind you, he's lost so much hit points that, yeah, he's probably not going to survive one more hit. Now, by wandering around this field here, we are at risk of being spotted. The enemy do have tanks like the T78 who potentially could see us. In fact, we've now spotted the T3485M. One round goes in, 130. And he goes down, taken out by the T52. I should have mentioned actually about the reload. It is quite wickedly long, not as much as well, considering its caliber, it is 102 millimeters. The standard reload is 9.3 seconds, and Ohforfoxache has got it down to 9.09. The enemy is reluctant to go up into the northwest corner of the map. In fact, our guys are now taking advantage of that. Our Skoda T25's moved ahead. And although we haven't moved ahead from the city yet because we haven't ejected anyone, we do have a few targets that we could aim for. That Hellcat at the moment just sitting behind the water tower. And C-52's gone ahead and he's cut across. T-34-100, the constructor, he's moved across. Now, if that Hellcat stays where he is, he's likely to get a nasty surprise. Okay, there's the Hellcat. He is one shot. And there's more enemy to the north. Here we go. E25. And that hit. 117 hit points from that one. It's a fairly long reload, actually, come to think of it. It definitely has the look of the Stug about it. But in fact, they were building them in Milan towards the latter stages of the war. In fact, actually, 30 were built before the surrender of Italy. And the Germans actually kept the manufacturing going even afterwards, because they were being built in Milan. And of course, Milan was in German hands at the time. So they just carried on building them. It was originally intended that they would actually fit a 105mm main gun. Bassotto, by the way, if you weren't aware, actually means Dachshund. Yes, those funny sausage-like dogs, the Dachshund, is the Italian version of that. They're actually quite lovable creatures, Dachshunds. There's a video channel I actually watch. It's a couple actually in the Netherlands, and they have 3 Dachshunds, one of which was born just this year, funnily enough, and or was it late last year? I think it was earlier this year. And they also own a Bengal cat as well, so they've got a large menagerie of creatures, including ducks in the pond, fish, koi fish, and well, other things. And yes, it's quite interesting what you actually get interested in when you watch certain channels. Now, we just lost a tank there. In fact, it was a Bassotto. A KV-2R just killed it. And they're coming out the town, and so that's why he's crossed over to here to go defensive to try and protect the cap area. We're not doing so well at the moment, although we just clawed one back. 2 down on the enemy. Let's see if he can actually get some serious damage using this 102mm. Lost the Super Hellcat. We're 3 down now. It's a good job that Ohforfoxache is using his minimap. Otherwise, he might not have spotted that the enemy was coming up behind him. I suspect he can probably take out the KV-2 with 1 round. But he might take a few more rounds to take out some of the others. Govika's moving to a position defensive as well. And we've got the Skoda T25 just alongside us to the right. I think they're getting ready. Oh, the Govika just took a hit. Well, the KV-2R just went down and he was taken out by the Govika. I think we could move to a new position, but look at this. The IS in the open. Take a shot. Nope, decides not to. The shell would have to go through that pile of wood before it hit the target. Seems that... Oh, that one hit the turret. Good hit. 278. Now go for the Govika. And another kill. Oh, yes, that Govika was just too far forward, and now we've got the Skoda T17. And to our right, we've got an E25 who's crept up, and he goes down with just 1 hit. And notice the way that Ohforfoxache has hidden himself in such a way that he was covered from both directions for camo. He was bushed in both ways. That Skoda hiding the other side of that ridgeline. Yes, I wonder if he's going to creep round and suddenly pop up to the west of us. I think that's what he intends. There's only 2 left on our team, but there's only 3 left on the enemy team. Skoda T17, a T3485M, and a T78. There's a real chance that we can win this now. And the Skoda has popped up again, but he's slightly to our left. He's now one shot. T78 appeared near the bridge. Our Skoda T25 is low on hit points. Oh, that one sailed right in front of him, and we've lost. We're all alone now against 3. So it's up to Ohforfoxache to win this one if he can. It's going to be difficult, but he has got the right tools for the job. He's decided he wants to take on the tank he saw down this direction, which is the T78. Here he is. Hello. Missed him with the first shot. Get into the dip, and he's ramming him. Well, he got some ram points off him, and then he takes him out. The other 2 are going to have to come over the ridgeline to get at him. Here comes the T3485. Ow, got that one in the tracks. That was lucky because it hit the tracks and he did have enough to kill him. Come on. Well, he's decided to drive forward. Unfortunately, that's the wrong thing, but the Skoda used up all his ammunition. Yes! Oh dear, that is really good. Well done. Well, colour me impressed, because I thought Ohforfoxache had made the wrong decision to drive forward instead of trying to reverse and turn at the same time. But he knew what he was doing, because he knew that the Skoda T17 was about to run out of ammunition from that clip. And then, of course, he was going to have to quickly drive away before Ohforfoxache could put a round right up his rear. And he did just that and got the kill that won the game. What a performance! That was the first-class tanker for Ohforfoxache in the Bassotto. He got a fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points for his own vehicle, a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 6. He also managed to get a top gun. That last kill earned him his top gun, his 6th kill, and his win rate from that game was 3,702. What a great game it was. Right at the end, it was so exciting. I thought for a second he'd cooked it. He went the wrong way, but no, he knew what he was doing. He turned around, pumped one right in the rear of the Skoda, and won the game. We can see by this that the top scorer in the game was the IS on the enemy team. He got 2,584 hit points. Second place went to the Super Hellcat on our team with 2,562. And the third highest damage went to the T150 on the enemy team, 1,875. You can see that the next highest after that was the T78. Before we get to, yes, there's Ohforfoxache. He's actually in 5th place when it comes to damage. So, yeah, okay, so 5th place, but the only man alive at the end, that's what counts. When it came to kills, he had the top scorer. 6 kills went to Ohforfoxache. 4 kills went to the T78. 3 kills went to the IS. And then the rest had below that. And when it came to base XP, yep, he got that one too. So he's got the tops in kills and in base XP. 978 went to Ohforfoxache. 860 went to the Super Hellcat. And then after that, it was the IS on the enemy team who managed 684 in 3rd place. Was it 684? No, actually, I'm wrong. It's the T71DA. He got 696, beating 684. I really must get a better pair of glasses. Anyway, let's have a look at the detail. He fired only 15 rounds in the game, and considering he did fire a number of those as blind shots right at the start, 9 direct hits, 6 penetrations, 3 splash, damage of 1,743 hit points, of which 915 were at more than 300 meters. So some of those splash shots he actually fired, they probably did hit something after all. He also got 5 hits received from the enemy, 4 of which penetrated, 1 non-penetration, And that was the T3485M. And what a moment for that to come. It hit the tracks. And when it hit the tracks, obviously it gave him a major bonus. Because at that point, Ohforfoxache could then let loose on that T34 and take him out of the game. And that just left him the Skoda to deal with. He took 7 enemy vehicles damaged, 6 killed, 245 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he actually earned a profit of 5,892 credits. Now, I know that's not a lot, but it was the ammunition, really, because he did have to spend a fair amount on that. He got 25 bonds for a mission achievement and 1,467 experience points out of the game as well. As I said, it was quite exciting towards the end. I really did think he cocked it up, but he hadn't. He got it right. He turned around coolly and pumped around to get the kill that won the game for his team. So I'm pretty much sure that if there was anyone watching at that particular moment, they must have gone, what a relief, because they probably thought the same as me, that he got it wrong, but he didn't. He got it right. Hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.